Hi everyone, I haven't been here for a while because I was busy preparing new settings for my teaching videos. I've painted the walls, rearranged the background and brought some more new stuff. How do you like it now? Alright, let's get started. Today we'll be discussing 5 tips to improve your speaking. This is a vitally important skill if you learn a foreign language. Also, speaking is an integral part of many language exams, including IELTS and Cambridge exams. However, a lot of students experience difficulties in this part. So, if you want to prepare better for your spoken exam and become a better, more effective communicator, then watch this video. Before I reveal my tips, I'd like to ask you for yours. Can you think of any ideas how to improve your speaking and prepare better for your spoken exam? Please stop the video and type or write down your ideas, even on a sticky note like this one on the left. After you've finished, move on to the next slide. Here are my 5 tips for a more effective speaking practice and exam preparation. Read them and think. Are they similar to yours? Do you find them useful? Don't worry if you don't understand some of them. We'll discuss them in detail now. Practicing alone and with others sounds like an obvious piece of advice, but you can do it in many different ways. If you practice alone, you can try these techniques. Narrating means that you basically talk to yourself, for example in front of the mirror. You can just use your exam preparation questions or anything from the spoken exam and practice speaking aloud, talking about your life, about your study, about your environment, about your daily routine, your expectations, ideas, plans for the future, and any other topic. Shadowing means that you imitate and repeat everything that you hear. So find any listening material that you like or that is interesting or useful for the exam and try to imitate everything that you hear. But remember, it's good to understand the meaning first. Then you can practice anywhere and at any time. For example, outside when you walk or when you do some housework. Reading aloud is another useful technique. Take your favorite book, a dialogue or conversation, and try to read aloud, but give it proper feeling and stress so that it sounds good. Practicing alone is necessary and useful, but it's not enough. Doing that for a long time might be boring, tedious, and you might lose motivation. Also, remember that speaking is about interaction and communication with others. So go ahead and find some friends, a study group or a language exchange partner, anyone who is doing the same kind of exam, anyone on a similar level of English, create a study group, meet face-to-face or online and practice together. This way, you can improve your communication skills, you will get plenty of interaction and that will be enjoyable. Also, you will motivate each other and that will have a desirable effect on your exam preparation. Do you have any other ideas how to practice alone and with others? If so, please share them with me. Before we discuss this part, I have a few questions for you. Which course books do you use for practicing speaking? Do you use any exam preparation materials? Do you use any audio materials such as audiobooks or films or TV? If you use internet for learning and practicing speaking, which websites do you use? And if you use a smartphone for learning English, which smartphones app do you use for that? Think about it before we move on. There is a huge selection of materials and resources for practicing speaking. There are various course books and exam preparation materials, past papers, mock exams. There are TV, films, radio, podcasts, audiobooks for practicing listening. If you use internet, you can find countless websites, blogs, and interactive activities. And also, if you use a smartphone, you can easily download English language apps for practicing speaking. Remember, try to use trustworthy materials for trusted publishers such as BBC Learning English, British Council, Cambridge, Oxford, Pearson publishers. This way, you'll make sure that you get the best quality for your exam preparation and speaking practice. My name is Cookie Monster. I am a kitchen robot. I want to take an exam. Don't memorize your answers. There are two important reasons for not doing that. The first one is that you will sound like a robot. It will sound unnatural and won't really help you. Another thing is that even if you memorize the answers and even if you learn them by heart, word for word, the examiner will spot it immediately and will change the questions. It's much better to sound natural, as if you were talking to a friend or simply another human being. Try to relax and enjoy your exam. I know that it's easier said than done, but you will see, if you're relaxed and not so tense, you will probably perform better. The 4 R's mean rehearse, record, review, and repeat. And this is a very useful technique of practicing for your spoken exam. Rehearse simply means practice. Practice your exam questions and then use any electronic device with voice recorder to record it. After that, play this recording back to you and to listen. Are there any mistakes? Are there any hesitations or inconsistencies? Listen and try to improve your response. After that, repeat the whole process. You will quickly find out how effective it is and how quickly you can make progress. The last tip is short, clear, and simple. Remember what you're learning for. Your ultimate goal is not one or another language exam, your exam results, or your certificate. But your ultimate goal is to speak English well, to become fluent, and to become an effective communicator. Because, at the end of the day, nobody will be bothered with your certificate or your results from the past. They will want to know how well you speak English and whether you are a good communicator or not. Please keep that in mind. And here are the 5 tips again that we've discussed in this video. Which one is your favorite? Which one do you find most useful and why? Let me know in the comments. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.